Have you ever wondered why we struggle with temptation? Why do we sometimes feel a pull towards actions we know are wrong? These questions have puzzled humanity for centuries, and they all lead back to one controversial concept: original sin. It's a doctrine that has shaped Christian theology for nearly 2 millennia. But what does it really mean? Welcome to the Heart of Catholicism YouTube channel, the Catholic path to peace, where God's faith changes our lives. Today, we're diving deep into the concept of original sin, a foundational idea in Christian theology that continues to spark debate and reflection. This isn't just a matter of ancient history or abstract philosophy. It's a concept that touches on the very nature of what it means to be human. Let's start by exploring the origins of this doctrine. The story of original sin begins in the book of Genesis, with Adam and Eve in the Garden of Eden. When they disobeyed God by eating the forbidden fruit, they introduced sin into the world. But it was St. Augustine, one of the most influential early church fathers, who really developed the doctrine of original sin as we know it today. Augustine argued that Adam's sin was passed down to all of humanity, affecting our very nature. However, not all Christian traditions interpret original sin in the same way. The Catholic Church teaches that we inherit a state of original sin, which is cleansed through baptism. Many Protestant denominations emphasize the total depravity of human nature as a result of the fall. Meanwhile, Eastern Orthodox Christians tend to focus more on the consequences of Adam and Eve's actions rather than inherited guilt. These different interpretations have profound theological implications. The doctrine of original sin is closely tied to our understanding of salvation, the necessity of baptism, and the role of Jesus Christ. It's not just about what happened in a garden long ago. It's about why we need redemption and how we can attain it. But original sin also raises some challenging philosophical and ethical questions. Is it just for us to inherit guilt from our ancestors? Does this doctrine accurately reflect human nature and our capacity for both good and evil? These are questions that have occupied theologians and philosophers for centuries, and they continue to provoke thought and debate today. In recent times, we've seen modern perspectives emerge that offer new ways of understanding original sin. Some psychologists see it as a metaphor for the inherent challenges of human development and socialization. Secular philosophers might interpret it as a powerful myth that reflects universal human experiences. And in our increasingly interconnected world, it's valuable to consider how other faith traditions view human nature and moral weakness. So, does original sin really exist? This is where the debate reaches its climax. Some argue for a literal interpretation, seeing original sin as a real spiritual condition passed down through generations. Others view it more metaphorically, as a powerful way of describing the human condition and our struggle with morality. This tension between faith and reason, between literal and symbolic interpretations, is at the heart of many theological discussions. What is clear is that the concept of original sin continues to shape how we think about human nature, morality, and our relationship with the divine. It challenges us to consider deep questions about guilt, responsibility, and the possibility of redemption. As we conclude, it's worth reflecting on how this ancient doctrine relates to our lives today. Do you see evidence of original sin in the world around you? In your own life? Or do you view human nature through a different lens entirely? The debate over original sin is far from settled, and that's part of what makes it such a fascinating topic. It invites us to engage with some of the most fundamental questions about what it means to be human. Whether you're a devout believer, a skeptic, or somewhere in between, grappling with these ideas can lead to profound insights. So, what do you think? Do you believe in original sin? Why or why not? Share your thoughts in the comments below. We do love to hear your perspective on this complex and controversial topic. And if you found this exploration of original sin thought-provoking, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to our channel. We're always diving into the big questions of faith, theology, and human nature, and we'd love to have you join us on this journey of discovery. Remember, at the heart of Catholicism, we believe that understanding our faith more deeply can truly change our lives. So keep questioning, keep exploring, and keep seeking the truth. Until next time, may God's peace be with you all.